Hey guys, here with a new hero on Korean Lost Saga. This is Hero 146, Blade. Not to be confused with the Marvel Comics Blade, but another Blade in his own right. So it's looks more like Yuffie from Final Fantasy VII. So yeah, it's a rare hero, so you're going to have to pay a little bit more to get it, but let's check it out here. First things first, I apologize if my mic's kind of messing up here and there, guys. I'm having difficulties with it. I ordered a new one, so bear with me here and there if I like fade out or have a lot of static. Sorry. So check it out here. 1, 2, 3, 3-hit basics. 1, 2, 3. You can loop these a couple times back to back. You can get it about 4 times reliably, or not reliably, but 3 times reliably and 4 times occasionally. So not too bad. You can jump cancel the third attack as well, so that works out nicely. You can go to some jump combos, and you can also jump cancel it with your hold D as well, so that works out pretty neatly sometimes as well to get some hold D juggles going. Speaking of the hold D, let's check that out here. So that uses your 3-meter passive down there at the bottom. It recharges pretty decently. When you trigger your hold D, you'll throw out a shuriken, and then you'll ride on a shuriken. The shuriken itself does not attack, so you can see it's not doing any attacking, even though it looks like it should. But you have 2 attack options while you're riding this. You can use your attack key, and this will throw out a lot of smaller shurikens that will kind of rebound into you, similar to JD's shield and Hawkeye's glaives. If you melee up close, it's going to feint them really quickly and then launch them into the air. Otherwise, you know, the shuriken's trail will still actually feint too, but you know, if it catches them fainted already, it's just going to launch them. So yeah, a good way to go off about that is get the melee hit and then get the launcher and then start getting them into a little shuriken juggle. So it would look something like this, hopefully. You got to kind of loop it around and get them going like that, so it can work out nicely. To cancel the shuriken mode, by the way, you hold D again, so you'll do a little mini hop out of it and you'll be stopping the ride. Your jump key is like a little flip kick. This will actually raise you into the air a little bit, but it will launch them very far into the air, however. You can spam this multiple times. It hits the ceiling, however, after a certain point. So you can see I'm mashing it there, but it's not coming out. This applies to the air hold D version as well. So you have a little invisible ceiling where you can't do infinite flip kicks, so it's kind of interesting there. But yeah, doing something like that off your your basics and doing like the flip kick and then going into your shurikens can make your shurikens hit a little bit better here and there. So it works out very interesting. He's got a lot of really advanced combo techniques behind this hold D tactic. So he can actually reset after his initial hold D goes out. He can go right back into it. So you just kind of got to get the timing. You can just keep looping this over and over, and it can be very devastating if you can get the mastery behind doing that juggle there. And just see how it hits in the crowd here. Just show you the potential devastation behind a team fight. It can be pretty brutal. It's going to be very frustrating to fight, trust me. You also have your block attack block key option. It's not really an attack, it's just like an evasion tool, and it actually descends you out of the air, so you'll gradually descend a little bit, and that can be important because you want to do that to make sure your shurikens are connecting. Let's say you get like too high in the air, your shurikens are probably not going to hit at a certain point in the air really reliably, so you're going to want to be able to use that, and occasionally evade if you're worried about like bullets and stuff. It does evade pretty well. It's not got the most invulnerability time, but it does actually work, so it can be useful. So float on back up here and go into some other attacks here. So 2-hit light dasher, 1, 2. Second hit's a launcher. First is a little flincher, not too bad there, pretty average. Your hold D dasher, that's the first part. So if you just let it go on the first part, it hits twice and can feint. The hold D dasher actually relaunches as well, which the other attacks, standing attacks, do not do. You can also choose to mash your attack key after the hold D, and that will go into a shuriken throwing barrage. So this will throw out a little buzzsaw at the end, which will actually launch as well. So not too bad there. You can see it launches pretty high, and you can go to some juggles off that. You can use your hold D dasher in between your light dasher as well to extend it a little bit more and catch people off guard. And you can actually aim these shurikens in any direction you choose as well, just kind of, you know, get it together with it. So and each shuriken will actually launch, so even if you only hit one, it's going to launch, and you can potentially, for an advanced combo, you can go into your basics and do some neat stuff off that. And you know, you can do these back to back as well if you're on point. I kind of got it a little bit too late there. I'll try it again here. So, it kind of pulls them in sometimes, occasionally. Otherwise, you get that. There you go. There it is. That's what I was looking for. So I wanted that double combo there. It looked really cool. So yeah, good dash attacks there, guys. Good dash attacks. Jump attacks, you have a 3-hit lighter. The third hit will do a bounce down on the standing. Otherwise, you just get like little 2 flinches on the first 2 attacks. So not too bad there. You also have an air dasher. This will simply knock someone down if they're grounded. Pretty quick though, pretty quick. If you connect with an airborne opponent with it, it will bounce them down, however, so that can be useful for a long distance bounce down to get in closer for a basic. You can't do it twice in a row though, as tempting as it is. You'll just get like you won't get the bouncer twice in a row, but it can serve as a pretty decent knockdown, and if you do it twice in a row, you're not going to get a double bounce, so that's what I was going for. Same thing applies to your light D jumper as well. You also can use your hold D in the air as well, so keep that in mind. One drawback is you can't use your dasher in between your light attacks like a lot of characters usually can, so keep in mind of that. Your only defensive option on Blade is your deflect. So 1, 2, 3. Actually got 3 deflects in a row. I'm surprised at myself. I'm kind of proud now. So yeah, you have a deflect on this character. Your weapon skill, you throw out a big shuriken. You can mash your attack key as you choose, and you'll throw out a bunch of little mini shurikens, which will draw back into you at the end of the animation, and they will launch people into the air even if they're on the ground. You can actually rotate this shuriken around with your jump and block keys as well, and still continuously throw out the thing. It's kind of tricky. I don't know the advanced mechanics behind that, but I'm sure there are more than a few. So it can be pretty interesting, I would say. It'd be really interesting. You can see it's kind of hard to follow up with the juggles, but it does pretty fair damage, I would say. So yeah, interesting weapon skill there. Armor skill, you twirl around, throw out a bunch of little blades, and it will stun people, and at the end of the stun, it will feint them. So this works as a refeint as well, so if you want to use it as a refeint for whatever reason, get some people off your back, do some extra damage, there you go. Not too bad. Unfortunately, on grounded, it kind of functions strangely, I would say. It hits them, but it does not put the stun status on them, and doesn't refeint them. I don't know if that's just FK or not, but it doesn't seem to function properly on him, at least. Helmet skill, you go into a stealth mode. You can still jump as usual, you can still block. You can still run around, walk kind of. Actually, it looks like you're the same base speed either way, but it lasts a while, as you can see there. And you only have 1 attack in this mode, however, so you can mark someone with your attack, your little ghost attack, and if it ends a little bit prematurely, it's going to automatically throw out some... Actually, it looks like it didn't even throw out daggers there. Pardon me, maybe you have to trigger it. I thought it would trigger automatically. But yeah, you can use your hold D after that, and it'll throw little daggers at someone, and it will feint them. I believe it does have where it can hit obstacles here and there. It did hit an obstacle for me earlier, but it seems like it worked there okay. But it seems like it's strange about obstacles at times. Maybe it's just like a bug here and there with obstacles, but it fizzles out on stairs occasionally for me. But yeah, it's an interesting helmet skill. You can mark multiple people with it. You can mark grounded as well. You just refeint with it. Just be careful about invulnerable statuses and stuff. So moving on to Trinket. Oh yeah, by the way, real quick before I move on from that skill again, you do have to block occasionally because you are vulnerable to a certain point after it's triggered. You do have a little bit of invulnerability, so it's not like all bad, but you can see robots always see stealth, so don't think that he's just seeing me. So you can see it expired after a while, the invulnerability, but you do have an opportunity to hit people. On to the Trinket. Trinket. You warp around and you throw out blades, and then it pulls in, and then it feints them. And occasionally it kind of does that mini stun from like the armor as well still, but you got to kind of maintain it here and there, otherwise it's going to kind of fizzle out. But yeah, really interesting skill there as well. This will not hit grounded either. Let's go ahead and show you. Boom, boom, boom. It doesn't hit grounded. But yeah, it's pretty easy to hit them as they're rising up, however. So you can still catch someone relatively easily. And it does work in the air as well. And you can kind of lure in the blades as well still, just by jumping and catching them. It's just a lot of rebound mechanics behind that. a lot of rebound mechanics in general behind the character. So yeah, I apologize if my mic was acting funny, guys. It's been giving me problems, and I did order a new one. But yeah, Blade, great character. You know, this is going to be very annoying to deal with. This little sequence of shurikens rebounding in as he's floating around, fainting, launching. It's going to be a major pain to deal with. Trust me. Trust me on that. I mean, it's just really OP and something that's going to be a really big pain. And there are advanced mechanics behind that if you should, you know, get launchers with it. You can do some advanced juggles. As long as you use your jump kick, it can really help you get some really advanced juggles. I mean, if you kind of like use the jump kick towards the end of this combo, and then that can be like a reset for you, and then you can keep that going on and on for your 3 meters of passive. That's a really advanced combo you can get. I can't do it myself, but more power to anyone who does master that. It's going to be pretty impressive if you do master that. You also have the great stuff like with your hold D dasher in this shuriken system like that. It's really, really cool. I really like this attack. It's really, really cool, and a lot of baiting potential behind that as well. So, you know, a lot of great juggles. The character is just, in general, something special. I mean, it's just really awesome. Really, really awesome. Good damage. Good crowd control. It's just insane. They gave this character so much, and it didn't look unique on the surface, I thought, but it did turn out to play pretty uniquely, in my opinion. It does have some really unique mechanics with this shuriken system, and you can actually use that jump attack in order to reset. Let me try that. That's an interesting. I'm going to try a quick combo for you guys. Maybe I can get it. Let's see. Wish me luck. Wish me luck. So maybe do this. 2, 3. Oh, I forgot what I was doing. Okay, let's try this again. Boom. Boom. Oh no, I missed the basics. Try again. Try again. Boom. 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 Oh, I missed it. But you know, I was getting ready to go into that shuriken combo. It would have been really cool if I could get it, but it seems like I'm having some difficulties getting it. Go ahead and warp down. Oh, I missed the kick part. Oh, but you can see he can have some really great combos. What I was wanting to do, I was wanting to do that jump attack, that bounce down, and then do one basic into my next hold D, and that would have been awesome, huh? It would have been awesome if I could have got that, huh? Let me try one more time. I got this. I got this. Oh, no, maybe I don't. Let me try again. One more time, guys. Please, bear with me. This is so cool. So I'm going to keep it as simple as I can. Go down. Oh no! Oh, no! Okay, that's a sign, guys. That's a pretty good sign for me to stop. So it's a great character, guys. It's a great character. It's going to be really fun mastering the advanced combos. I mean, a lot of people are probably going to choose it for just this, but it's going to have some really cool combo options as well. So don't underestimate it. Don't underestimate how the high skill cap of it as well. I mean, it's got some low skill cap as well, but the high skill cap is going to be really special. So thank you guys for watching, and hope to see you next time.